Hello everyone, I am Rajakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology, Kanyakumari District. Today in this video, I am going to explain cellular manufacturing and flexible manufacturing system. Cellular manufacturing is a process of manufacturing which is a subsection of just-in-time manufacturing and lean manufacturing encompassing group technology. Syllabus of group technology and FMS. Group technology, part families, part classification and coding, simple problems in optics, part coding system, production flow analysis, cellular manufacturing, composite part concept, type of flexibility, FMS component, FMS applications and benefit, FMS planning and control, quantitative analysis in FMS. Course outcome. After successful completion of the course, the student should be able to interpret various type of techniques used in cellular manufacturing and FMS. Highest cohesion level K4. Cellular manufacturing. Organizing the production equipment into machine cell, whether each cell specializes in the production of plant part family is called cellular manufacturing. It is an application of group technology in manufacturing. Cellular manufacturing can be implemented by manual or automated method. When automated, the term flexible manufacturing is applied, where the manufacturing is the commonly the process of converting raw material into finished or semi-finished product. Production is the use of man, material and machines to produce the finished product. Production system can be defined as a transformation system in which a salesable product or service is created by working upon a set of input. So in the cellular manufacturing, when the automated, the term flexible is applied. Then next, introduction to group technology. Group technology is a manufacturing philosophy in which similar parts are identified and grouped together to make advantage of their similarities in design and production. Similar parts were arranged into part family where each part family possesses similar design and or manufacturing characteristics. Grouping the production equipment into machine cell where each cell specialized in the production of part family is called cellular manufacturing. So, benefits of group technology. Group technology promotes standardization of tooling, fixture and setup. Material handling is reduced because parts are removed within a machine cell rather than within entire factory. Process planning and production scheduling are simplified. Setup time are reduced, resulting in lower manufacturing lead time. These are the benefits of group technology. There are two major tasks that a company must undertake when it implements group technology. Identify the part families. If the plant make 10,000 different parts, reviewing all the parts drawing and grouping the parts into families is substantial task that consume a significant amount of time. So that we can using this group technology. Okay, so rearranging the production machine into cell, it is time consuming and costly to plan and accomplish this rearrangement, and the machines are not producing during the changeover. So these are the reasons to implement the group technology in industry. Then part family. A part family is a collection of parts that are similar either because of geometrical shape and size or because similar processing steps are required in their manufacture. The parts within a family are different, but their similarities are close enough to merit their inclusion as members of part family. You can see this figure. So rotational operations of parts, all the parts are the same operations. Okay, turning operation. So these parts are grouping into based on the manufacturing attributes. We are grouping the part. Group part families. There are three general methods for solving the part family grouping. All the three are time consuming and involving the analysis of much of data by properly trained persons. First one, visual inspection. Visual inspection method is the simplest method and least expensive method. It involves looking at parts, photos of parts or drawing of parts and arranging them into similar group. Then parts classification and coding. The coding is a systematic process of establishing an alphanumerical value of parts based on selected parts features. Classification is the grouping of parts based on code values. So parts classification and coding method is the most sophisticated, most difficult and most time consuming and widely used of the three methods. Okay. In parts classification coding, the various design and manufacturing attributes of your parts are identified, listed and assigned a code number. This is the parts classification and coding. Then product flow analysis. It's nothing but it's a flow, that is we can identify the part family. In product flow analysis is the a method for identifying part family and associated machining grouping that use the information containing on production route sheet rather and part drawing. These are the three method for method to grouping the part family. Then FMS. What is FMS? A flexible manufacturing system is a automated machine cell consisting of group of processing workstation interconnected with the automated material handling and storage system. You can see this diagram here. The three CNC machining center is there. So AGV for automatic guided vehicles for transporting the material from workstation. That means raw material storage to workstation. Here using this AGV vehicle. So the FMS is the most suitable for middle variety and middle volume of production rates. Why FMS? Why we are using the FMS? The external changes such as change in production design and production system, optimizing the manufacturing cycle time, reducing the production cost, overcoming the internal changes like breakdown, etc. These are the reason we are using the FMS. What make it flexible? Three capabilities that manufacturing system must possess to be flexible. The ability to identify and distinguishing among the different part style proceed by the system, quick changeover of operating instruction and quick changeover of physical setup. Okay. Then classification of FMS. Flexible manufacturing systems can be distinguished according to the number of machine in the system. The following three types: single machine, flexible manufacturing cell, flexible manufacturing system. First one, single machine cell. Here the image shows only one CNC machine center is there. Then work is travel from this pallet. There's here spindle is there. Spindle, the tool head is mounted. Tool changer is there. So tool is mounted in this place. So machining operation is under the continuous machining operation is going on. So there is a single machine cell consisting of CNC machining center combined with the part storage system for unattempt operations. Completed parts are periodically unloaded from the part storage unit and raw work part are loaded into it. So you can see this image. Raw material storage is a pallet is storing the raw material into the work center. Then after finishing the completed work is then return into the pallet to dispatch. Then flexible manufacturing cell. A flexible manufacturing cell consists of 2 or 3 processing workstation, typically CNC machining center plus a part handling system. The part handling system is concerned to loading and unloading station. Here you can see there's 3 machining center. Okay, So you can in additional with the part handling system. So shuttle cart is there. Work transporting place. The work is transporting between this shuttle cart. Uh, Here the first place is loading and unloading station. Then flexible manufacturing system. A flexible manufacturing system has four or more processing workstations connected mechanically by a common part handling system. You can see this image. So different workstation connected with the automatic material handling device and computer control setup. Then basic component of FMS. There are four components there. First one workstation, second one automatic material handling and storage, third one computer control. In workstation, nothing but here the substation of loading and loading stations and machining center, other processing center and assembly. Here the workstation or processing station used in FMS depend upon the type of product manufacturing by the system. In metal cutting machining system, the principal processing station are used usually CNC machine tool. In the additional, FMS require other service machines for completing the manufacturing. Here loading station, the loading and unloading is the physical interference between the FMS and the rest of the factory. The loading station raw work part enter the system. At unloading station finished part exit the system. Then machining center, different types of machining center. Then CNC machining centers possess the features of automatic tool changing and use of pallet work parts and use of CNC and capacity for distributed the numerical control. So different types of model station is there, milling model and head index and turning model. Different these are the different models using in the machining centers. And then assembly of workstation. Here assembly operations are also performed by some FMS. Such a FMS flexible automated assembly workstations are developed to replace the manual labor in the assembly of product. Then inspection means the obviously the FMS include inspection operations. The inspection operation can be done either at machining workstation itself. So other workstation, the coordinate machining machine, inspection probe and machine vision, these are the other processing stations. Sheet metal processing workstation and forging processing center, these are the other processing center. In the assembly section, there assembly the operation is also performed by the FMS. Okay. Then this is the material handling system. Material handling purpose we are using the many equipments, crane, horse and all AGV automatic guided vehicles we are using. So automatic forklift and rail trailer. So different secondary conveyors we are using for transporting the material. Then computer control. The computer is the third major component of the FMS in the computer control system. The flexible system, the computer are required to control the automated and semi-automated equipment and to participate in the overall coordinate and management of the manufacturing system. A typical FMS computer control system consists of the central computer and microcomputer controlling the individual machines and other components. The central computer coordinates the activities of the component to achieve the smooth overall operation of the system. The last final, this is the FMS industry, and so you can see this image, say FMS industry. Then final, that means the fourth component of the FMS in the human labor. Like the any other manufacturing approach, the operation of the FMS are also managed by human labor. To load raw work part into workpiece, to unload the finishing work part from the system, for tool changing and tool setting, and for equipment maintenance and repair, to furnish NC part programming in a machining system, to program and operate the computer system, to accommodate overall management of the system. For the purpose we are the human resources is very important factor. for operating and managing the all the activities. Thank you.